Hello, Donovan. Kravix. You know, strangely for once, I'm actually happy that you're here. Thank you. I have something I want to talk about. I would call that a welcome change of pace. So, while I was out and about, I was approached by somebody who had a story they wanted to tell me. Now, I haven't cited sources on this yet, so I don't know how much of this is true and how much of it isn't. But the story is strange enough that I kind of assume that it's true. Now, I'm going to change the names involved in the story because, quite honestly, I already have enough people who want to kick my ass. I don't need any more. Consider me titillated. Do go on. So, the story goes like this. There is a man named Neil Carter. Neil Carter is a history buff. So much so that he went to college and he got a master's in world history. Now, the job market isn't fantastic right now, but he does find an article in the classified ads. Don't know why it's in classified, but it is apparently. Well, that might be clue one that something is amiss. A school located in, let's just say, Ontario, Mississippi. I don't think there's actually an Ontario, Mississippi. I don't know. I'm not good on geography. Forgive me if there is. Now, Neil goes to the school. He's greeted by the town hall. He's looked at as a hero by people. And it's in the middle of the school year already. So he wants to get caught up on what's been going on with the school. So the first thing he does when he gets there is that he hands out a kind of something like a standardized history test. It asks your pretty simple questions. Who founded the United States? What year was America discovered? When was the Bill of Rights signed? When was the Constitution signed? Who wrote the Constitution? What was World War II? When was World War II? You know, pretty simple stuff. Or at least, stuff you should probably know if you're taking a high school history class. Now, Neil is shocked and appalled when he goes to look over his test results and finds that no one in any of his classes scored over 50%. No one scored over 50%. So, Neil, after grading his papers, asked to take a look at the history books that they're using in his school. And this history book was not published by a company that publishes history books. These books were published by a religiously motivated organization. Let's just call them the Origin Institute. So, Neil goes to his superiors, and he explains to them, I have 255 16-year-olds who think that the United States was founded in the year 52 AD by Jesus Christ, who then the same year wrote the Declaration of Independence. How does this happen? Neil is told that, well, no one was there to see the founding of the United States, so it doesn't matter who founded it. So we took a vote and we decided that America was discovered by Jesus Christ. So Neil tells them, you can't vote on history. Facts are facts. We have evidence. We have writing from the time period. We have archaeological evidence. Now, granted, there's some room for interpretation as to when America was discovered, not when it was founded. There are some sources that suggest that the United States may have been, I'm sorry, not the United States, America may have been found by the Norwegians something around 1400 AD. There's also some evidence that suggests that it's possible that the Chinese made landfall in California shortly before that, but they didn't colonize. Neither did the Nordics. If I'm not
mistaken, Donovan, I do believe that there are also some accounts that say that the Spaniards made landfall in the territory of Texas, or territory that would become Texas.
They just, left behind some artwork from around that time period. And then the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence as written by Jesus Christ. We have that particular document still, rotating museums. We can go back and look at it and see if JC's signature is on the lower right-hand corner if you want. Accuracy matters. Accountability matters. So Neil was fired. And he now can't get a job in his field of study. I just want to ask, how does this happen? How does a public high school not have standards? How does fundamentalism of the most extreme variety replace natural history.
Your anxieties aren't unfounded, my friend. It is well documented that youths are susceptible to the whims of society. It is in the nature of children to desire to impress their mother and their father, to do what they do, to say what they say. There is also a number of stories that I'm sure you've heard about called heavenly tourism, where people will claim to have died and gone to the next world only to return to speak of the regal splendor of the next world. If you incentivize a lie, if you reinforce your own perversion as truth, say it long enough, say it loud enough, it becomes true. There was once a philosopher who had claimed if you give him 2 children, he could transform them into whatever he wants them to be. He can make one a killer, the other one a genius. He can make them believe that there are no such things as men or women. He can make them believe that there is no world outside the parameters of the box in which they are standing. The human mind has the ability to detect truth and to detect lies, but only so long as there's a foundation for your truths to be built upon. That is why all men and beasts should strive to understand as many true things, believe as many true things as possible, while rejecting as many false things. The world must have rules, and they must be demonstrable. You must know the difference between fact and fiction. And when a claim does not line up with your understanding of reality, then that should be put to the test. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you will reach your hands out and you will touch that which is truly divine. But until you have looked upon the face of God, you have no right to speak of Him. The time to believe is when there is evidence, there is fact. Until then, even if you are right, you are wrong. Because being right for the wrong reason is not right. Thank you. Have a good day.